أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد واللعنة الدائمة الباقية على أعدائهم أجمعين منذ عداوتهم إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الإمام موسى الرضا عليه الصلاة والسلام اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد من زار المعصوم بقم كمن زارني. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. There are many personalities sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide mankind. Majority were male, not female. Divine posts were given to male by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there were some special holy personalities in female side. Their life is role model for mankind till day of judgment. Among those holy personalities, holy women, one of them was Sayyida Fatima Masuma salamullahi alayha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. She had very short life. Historians have mentioned 27 or 28 years of her life. But in that period of her life, she supported very much her brother, Imam of her time, Imam Ali ibn Musa al-Rida alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So tonight I would like to mention her life, some qualities of this holy lady. Historians have mentioned that she was born before 173 Hijrah. Whether it is in 70 Hijrah or before 170 Hijrah. So if we calculate from 173 Hijrah, and she passed away in 201 Hijrah. That's why there is a dispute in history, but historians have mentioned her life was 72 or 28, 27 or 28 Hijrah. In that period, Masuma salamullahi alayha, she was given some special title by Masum. Now when me and you give some titles to an individual, it does not carry any weight. But when a Masum give any title to non-Masum, it does carry weight. For example, according to Shia school of thought and according to Shia belief, we believe that all the messengers were Masum. But when we come to Ummat and nation of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, we believe that Masumins are only 14. Masumins are only 14. Why? Because those who were given divine post by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide mankind. Only these people were 14. But 8th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, he mentioned, Man zara al-Masuma-e-Qum. Whoever is going to visit Masuma in Qum. Of course, when you say Masuma in Qum, is referring to Fatima Masuma-e-Qum. It's not referring to any other, because there isn't any Masuma in Qum. So Imam alayhi salatu wasalam says, whoever is going to visit Masuma, in other words, whoever is going to visit my sister Masuma in Qum. He didn't mention the name, he mentioned the title of his sister. Imam says, Man zara al-Masuma-e-Qum. Whoever is going to visit Masuma in Qum, kaman zarani, as he has visited me. So Imam alayhi salatu wasalam especially mentioned Sayyida Fatima's title Masuma. That's why we say Masuma-e-Qum. What Masuma means? Masuma means pure lady, infallible lady. Now we have 14 Masum, but 8th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam mentioned his sister's title Masuma. That's why we call Masuma. The famous title was Sayyida Masuma was Alimai Ali Muhammad. She was a scholar among Ali Muhammad, among progeny of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. She passed away in 201 Hijrah. So after that period, this place was not famous place, but when she buried in that place called Qum, it becomes very famous place. So many king, empire, they went to destroy the Qum. But somehow, first they destroyed the Qum, and after a few years again, people started coming to this place and become as a famous city, like today. Last king from Afghanistan, he came because the location of Qum, you see there's two great cities. One side is Tehran and the other side is Isfahan. So between these two cities, Qum is located. So whoever is going to conquer Tehran is going to see the Qum. Whoever is going to conquer Isfahan is going to see the Qum. So that's why, in their way, when they go to Isfahan or Qum, on their way, they destroy the Qum. That's why ulama, they have concentrated their life for Qum. We need to rebuild the Qum. Many ulama, especially the last person who established the Hawza of Qum, Ayatollah Abdul Karim Hayri Rahmatullah Alayh, in his time when Shah was there, Muhammad Raza Pahlavi, he came to Agha Hayri and he said that you people preach true Islam and you people say that women must wear hijab, and I don't like this. And if you are going to continue preaching about hijab, I'm going to destroy this holy city. Many ulama, they got angry. But Abdul Karim Hayri, he told ulama, just calm down. Everything will be inshallah okay. So Shah wants to destroy Qum, this holy city. But Abdul Karim Hayri Rahmatullah Alayh, he played very good politics and he saved this holy city. Now today we see one of the most special city in Islamic world, Qum. Like for example, Mecca and Medina, Najaf, Karbala, these holy cities, one of them is Qum. But Qum is most special. It's not only the holy site, it's only seminaries. Many people go there and learn their religion. Not only, they specialize in certain field of religion. Many mujtahideen. Many mujtahideen are from Qum. Not only many mujtahideen. In the past, if you go Qum, there is a small graveyard just opposite Karima Hotel. Just opposite Karima Hotel. It's called Maqbara-e-Shaykhan. You find many, at least 3 companion of 8th Imam, Imam Rida alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So these companions who did tremendous job for Islam, and they compiled many books. These 3 individuals, they were companion of 8th Imam, 9th Imam, and also 10th Imam. They all were from Qum, and they buried in that cemetery, Maqbara-e-Shaykhan. So many great personalities, those who compiled the books of our religion, mostly they were from Qum. Why? Because of the Sayyida Masuma Salamullah alayha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed this city. And still today, many ulama, they come out from Qum and they go to other part of the world and they preach true Islam. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Many people, many Muslims, they have impression that Muslims, they love Prophet's family because they were related to Prophet. This is not the case. No. They were great in so many fields. For example, as far as the knowledge is concerned, they were great in knowledge. As far as the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is concerned, they were great in worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Same thing for Sayyida Masuma. Not she was only daughter of 7th Imam and sister of 8th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. That's why Muslims love and they go and visit her shrine. No. She was a great lady. That's why we go. When she was in Medina in time of 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam had 4 daughters. And he named all of them Fatima. Fatima Kubra, Fatima Sughra, Fatima Wusta, and Fatima Ukhra. Sayyida Masuma, she was known as a Fatima Kubra, eldest daughter of 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. She is buried in Qum. Fatima Sughra. Fatima Sughra, she was known as a Sitta Fatima, some say Sitta Fatima. She is buried in Azerbaijan, the city called Baku. Still today, name is same name, I think, Baku, in Azerbaijan. She is buried in Azerbaijan. Another daughter, Fatima Wusta, she is buried in Isfahan, known as a Khahar Imam. The 4th daughter of 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, she is buried in Iran, the place called Rusht. So these 4 daughters, because there is a confusion because Imam alayhi salatu wasalam named every single daughter Fatima. But among these 4, Fatima Masuma Salamullahi alayha, she was given special responsibility by 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. That's why she is famous against these daughter of 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. One day, 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam went on a journey. A delegation from Iran went to Medina, because 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, he was in Medina. So this delegation went to see 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. So that time not only just people go and see Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, because They could not go to Imam alayhi salatu wasalam often, once a year, or maybe once in 3 years. So they ask people, look, we individual 15 or 20 people, we are going to Medina to visit Imam alayhi salatu wasalam and to give some gift and also these money to Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. If you have any question, please write down. So we can go and forward your question and we'll bring the answers. So when people come to know this or these individuals are going, they immediately write their question. So this delegation, they brought many questions from Iran. And so much money to give Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. When they reach Medina and they go to Imam alayhi salatu wasalam's house, they found out the 7th Imam is not here. When he's going to come back, we don't know. You can wait few days, and if you can't see Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, then you can go. So they waited for 7 days in Medina. 7 days. Just to meet Imam alayhi salatu wasalam and get the answer of these questions and also give this money. After 7 days, they decided that we need to go back. Just final visit to Imam alayhi salam's house and give this money and explain this money is from this person, this money is Qum's money or gift, whatever it is. So we need to explain and then we need to go. So they went final farewell to Imam alayhi salatu wasalam's house, and Imam was not there, he was on a journey. When they said salam and say we are going, we can't wait anymore, Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha, she asked them, yes, I know that you are here to see my father, to see your Imam and our Imam, and you have, I don't know what the reason to come here. But let me ask, if you have any question, you can give to me so I can answer. If you have any question. As far as the money is concerned, that's okay. You have explained and I'll give to my father, I'll give to Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. But if you have question, then I'm here to answer. So they forwarded all the question to Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha. Question was sent to inside the house and she wrote the answer. She replied all the questions. And he said, just take this one and go. Now, they came to see Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. They came to get answer from Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, not from anybody else. But she insisted, give me your question so I can reply, give you reply. And she wrote down the reply, and happily they went. On their way, they met Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, he was coming to Medina and they were going out of Medina toward their town. So when they saw Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, they were very happy. They said, we are in Medina for 7 days, we waited for you, but now we can't wait anymore. So Imam says, do you have any question so I can reply? So Imam knew this because they have brought many questions. Give me. So he said, yes, we had many questions, but we gave to your daughter Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha, and she replied this. So Imam said, give me this. When Imam saw the answer, immediately Imam saw the answer, in front of them, in front of these people, this delegation, when Imam alayhi salatu wasalam saw the answer, we don't have the answer, what was the question and what was answer given by her, but when Imam saw the answer, Imam alayhi salatu wasalam says, Fadaha abuha, Imam repeated 3 times, Fadaha abuha, may your father be sacrificed on you. Imam was telling, the answer you were expected from me, the same answer is given by my daughter Fatima Masuma salamullahi alayha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That's why she's known as a alima. Alima. In presence of 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, She answered those questions like Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. Imam didn't correct. Imam says the answers and the reply is correct. The third title of Sayyida Masuma. The first title I mentioned, Masuma. And the second title is Alima. And third title of Sayyida Masuma Salamullahi alayha is Karima. Karima means generous. You go to her before you mention your hajat. She is there to fulfill your hajat. Karima. Karima of Ali Muhammad. And especially our ulama have mentioned that when you read a ziyarat of any other from Ali Muhammad, but when you read a ziyarat of Sayyida Masuma Salamullahi alayha, you'll find something different. You'll find something different. Just compare ziyarat of Sayyida Masuma and ziyarat of other holy lady. Compare ziyarat of Sayyida Masuma with ziyarat of any other imam. You'll find there's a different ziyarat. For example, you'll find in Sayyida Masuma ziyarat in the middle, just in the end, you'll find, when you say salam upon you, Ya Fatima, ishfa'i li fil jannah. You know, these days many people, many Muslims, they question shafa'at. Where did you get this? We have enough intellect, understanding. We don't need shafa'ah. This is in Muslim society. But when you read the ziyarat of Sayyida Masuma Salamullahi alayha, in the end we say, Ya Fatima, O Fatima, daughter of Musa ibn Ja'far alayhim as-salam, ishfa'i li fil jannah. Do my shafa'ah so I can enter in paradise. Ishfa'i li fil jannah. Intercede me in Jannah. So that's why Imam alayhi salatu in one hadith says, يَدْخُلُ الْجَنَّةَ شِيعَتِي بِشَفَاعَتِهَا بِأَجْمَعِهِ. My Shia, my followers will enter in paradise through her shafa'at, through her intercession. بِأَجْمَعِهِمْ. Most of the Shia will enter in shafa'ah. Most of the Shia will enter in paradise with the shafa'ah of Hazrat Masuma Salamullahi alayha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. What does it mean? When we read the ziyarat of Sayyida Masuma Salamullahi alayha, we say to her that I am here to seek your shafa'ah, to seek your intercession. Karima, Karima. If I am there to seek her shafa'ah, she is there to help me, to do shafa'ah, to intercede. If I am there to seek any type of help, she is there to help me. That's why Karima Ali Muhammad, a generous lady from Ali Muhammad alayhi salam. One of very famous Ayatollah, might you have heard his name, Ayatollah Araki. Just recently, when Ayatollah Khui Rahmatullah alayhi passed away, then for a few months or a year, we did taqleed of Ayatollah Araki. Ayatollah Araki was a very famous and very old mujtahid in Qum. Ayatollah Araki, he emphasized that all people seek help from Sayyida Masuma Salamullahi alayha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you this ni'mah. Don't ignore this ni'mah. So he mentioned one of his incident. He says, somehow my hand started getting, the skin from my hand started getting out. And I can see the crack, in my fingers, in my palm. Even I could not hold my pen even. Oh, mujtahid means to write so many things. I could not hold the pen. I went to many physicians, many doctors. they says, we can't do much. Ayatollah Aranki say, after seeing so many doctors, when there was no solution, when there was no cure, I went to do tawassul to Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha. And I asked this holy lady, help me. Help me. You see, I was sitting in the haram and doing dua and asking help from Sayyida Masuma salamullah. This is not an ordinary person. I'm talking about mujtahid. I was sitting in the haram and seeking help from Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha. I can hear voice coming from the dhari. I can hear the voice coming from the dhari. And the voice was telling me, wear the gloves. Wear gloves. You're not wearing gloves. Of course, when you hear something which is very simple, there's nothing to apply, there is no ointment, there is no cream, no medicine, nothing, just wear the gloves. Again he started asking the help. Again he started seeking help. Same voice from the dhari of Sayyida Masuma, wear the gloves. Agha went home and he asked his family members, or maybe son or some others, go and buy gloves for me. He said, next day, I started wearing the gloves, and after a few days, my hand was okay. What does it mean? It means, if a mu'min has faith in Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha, the faith must be there, must. Faith, the first thing is faith. And you seek help from Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha, your cure is not lying any other thing, but in a simple thing. Simple thing. You don't have to spend so much money, or you don't have to go so many miles, and then you'll find your cure. No. Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha, she will help you from a simple thing, simple. We are here to remember the tragedy of Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha. And also today, my best friend Mahmoud Bhai Waldi's sister's Uruna Thawab Majlis. She just buried on Tuesday in Birmingham, Marhuma Hasina Ladak. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate her soul in paradise. She had one wish in her life. Mahmoud Bhai's sister, Marhuma Hasina Ladak, she had one wish only in her life, that she wants to go to visit Karbala. Many people, different wish, different thing. But what a wonderful. It shows the love of Hussein alayhi salatu wassalam. But she could not go because of her health. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant her shafaat and intercession of Hussein ibn Ali alayhi salatu wassalam. There's two narrations, how daughter of Musa ibn Ja'far alayhi salatu wassalam passed away in Qum. The one narration, when Imam Rida alayhi salatu wassalam left Medina to go Marv. Marv is in Azerbaijan, not in Iran. Marv. It's very close to Khurasan, where today Imam alayhi salatu wassalam is buried in Mashhad. So Imam went to Marv, because Mamun Rashid was there in Marv. After a few months, because she was very close to 8th Imam alayhi salam, she could not live without her brother, like Zainab salamullahi alayha could not live without her brother Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam. she asked her family members and other members that I want to go to see my brother. They advised that the journey is very long. He said, doesn't matter, but I want to go to see my brother. I want to see my brother. Few family members and also few brothers, her brothers, they all left Medina for Merv to see Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. When they reached the place called Sava, it's not far from Qum, Sava. That time Sava, the people of Sava, they were Nasibi. Nasibi means enemy of Ahlul Bayt, like Daesh. When they heard that the sister of Rida alayhi salatu wasalam and Imam's brothers and other family members, they were passing by, they attacked. Many of her brothers got killed in Sava, in front of her. Other people came to help Sayyida Masuma, and they asked Sayyida Masuma that you stay here in Sava. And she asked her family members, no, I don't want. I heard from my brother, Rida alayhi salatu wasalam, that Qum, they are lover of Ahlul Bayt. I want to go to Qum. Take me Qum. Take me. So they all sent this news to Qum, and one person whose name was Isa Ash'ari, he was the chief of that time in Qum. So he and other dignitaries, they went to receive Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha. She was brought to Qum and she stayed few days. Some historian says she left, she spent 17 days in Qum and she died. The other narration, when she entered into Qum, because she saw this, her brothers were killed mercilessly in front of her in Sava. And when she entered into Qum, she found that people are wearing black clothes and mourning. After 2-3 days, she asked, why? Is there any special person passed away? That's why you are remembering him? In the end, they told Sayyida Masuma that your brother Rida alayhi salatu wasalam was poisoned, and your brother is not anymore in the world. When she heard this news, she fell on the ground and she passed away. I mentioned that Sayyida Masuma salamullahi alayha, among 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam's daughter, she was very much respected by Imam and by 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. None daughter of 7th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam was given these titles except Sayyida Fatima Masuma salamullahi alayha. Whenever there was any gathering, any unusual gathering, Imam alayhi salatu wasalam's 8th Imam alayhi salatu wasalam used to ask and call Sayyida Masuma that, oh my sister, ask other women to just sit down. उनमें से एक इंसिडेंट जो मेंशन करना चाहता हूं, वन इंसिडेंट। मुहर्रम का जमाना था, मौला हुसैन के दिन थे, और इमाम के एक सहाबी जो बहुत अच्छे पोइट थे, वो इमाम के पास आए। उनका नाम था दिअबल खुजाई। इमाम रिज़ा अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम ने उनसे पूछा कि दिअबल, तुम्हें मालूम है कि ये कौन सा महीना है? कहा मौला, ये मुहर्रम के दिन है, मुहर्रम के। तो अगर ये मुहर्रम के दिन है तो फिर रोते रुलाते क्यों नहीं हो? कहा मौला क्या कहना चाहते हैं? कहा हम तुमसे मरसिया सुनना चाहते हैं। कहा मौला मैंने नया मरसिया कहा है, मैं इसीलिए आपकी जियारत के लिए आया हूं कि जो मैंने नया मरसिया लिखा है वो मैं आपको सुनाऊं। بس جیسے ہی امام نے یہ سنا ویسے ہی حکم دیا کہ کرسی لائی جائے. کرسی لائی گئی. آپ نے فرمایا، جناب معصومہ سے فرماتے ہیں کہ اے بہن فاطمہ، یہاں پر کہو لوگوں سے کرٹن لگا دیں. کرٹن لگا دیا گیا. آپ نے فرمایا اس طرف ساری عورتیں بیٹھ جائیں اور اس طرف مرد آ کر بیٹھے. جو لوگ بھی امام کو وزٹ کرنے آئے تھے وہ سب ادھر بیٹھے، عورتیں اس طرف بیٹھ گئیں. اور امام نے ایک مرتبہ جناب دیبل خزائی سے کہا، دیبل اس کرسی پر جا کر بیٹھ جاؤ. کہا مولا آپ زمین پر اور میں کرسی پر. کہا میں تم سے کہہ رہا ہوں، تم کو معلوم ہے جب میرے جد حسین مظلوم کا ذکر ہوتا ہے، ان کی مجلس ہوتی ہے، تو صرف میں نہیں ہوتا ہوں، بہت سے معصومین یہاں پر ہوتے ہیں. دیبل نے وہ مشہور مرثیہ پڑھا جو ہماری کتابوں میں ہے، جس کا پہلا شعر ہے، یا فاطمہ قومی فندبون. اے فاطمہ اٹھیے، جنت البقیع سے اٹھیے اور اپنے حسین کے اوپر روئیے. آسمان کے ستارے ٹوٹ کر کربلا کی زمین پر آ گئے اور زمین پر آنے کے بعد میں بکھر گئے. اے فاطمہ ماتم کیجیے. یہ دیبل کا مرثیہ ہے. امام سنتے جاتے تھے، روتے جاتے تھے. پردے کے پیچھے بیویاں رو رہی تھیں، ادھر امام اور سب مرد رو رہے تھے. ایک مرتبہ دیبل نے کہا، اے فاطمہ، اے فاطمہ، آپ کے کتنے ستارے ہیں جو جگہ جگہ پر بکھر گئے ہیں، جو جگہ جگہ پر بکھر گئے ہیں. کوئی کاظمین میں ہے، کوئی نجف میں ہے، کوئی مدینے میں ہے، کوئی کربلا میں ہے. بس امام روتے روتے فرماتے ہیں، اے دیبل اپنے مرثیے میں ایک شعر کو اور ایڈ کر لو، ایک لائن اور ایڈ کرو. اے فاطمہ آپ کا ایک ستارہ خراسان میں، طوس میں بھی ہے. بس جب دیبل نے یہ لائن ایڈ کی تو ایک مرتبہ پوچھا، مولا جو نجف میں ہے میں اسے جانتا ہوں، جو مدینے میں ہے ہم اسے جانتے ہیں، لیکن یہ خراسان میں کون ہے؟ کہا یہ تمہارا امام ہے جو تمہارے سامنے بیٹھا ہوا ہے. اسے زہر دیا جائے گا اور مجھے خراسان میں دفن کیا جائے گا. بس جیسے ہی آواز پردے کے پیچھے جناب معصومہ کے کان میں پڑی، ویسے جناب معصومہ نے چیخ ماری اور زمین پر گر کر بے ہوش ہو گئی. کسی نے کہا، اے دیبل اب یہ شعر مت پڑھنا، فاطمہ معصومہ سے برداشت نہیں ہوتا. میں کہوں گا، یا فاطمہ معصومہ آپ نے تو بھائی کی خبر شہادت سنی، آپ سے رہا نہ گیا. ہمارا سلام زینب کبریٰ پر جنہوں نے بھائی کو ذبح ہوتے ہوئے دیکھا اور صبر کی منزل کو طے کیا. الا لعنت اللہ علی القوم الظالمین وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون. ماتم حسین.